Hi guys, you're welcome to Genius Ideas. In this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about variables in Python. Okay, so I need you to imagine you having a location in memory where you want to store data. So the location is there. You need an address to point to that particular location. That is what variables are used for. So you have a location in the memory where you want to store data. The data can be an integer, it can be somebody's age, it can be somebody's name, it can be account balance and whatsoever. So your variable is what you're going to be using to locate the data in memory. Okay. In Python, variables are used to store and manage data basically. So the first thing that we want to talk about in variables is how to declare them. So in Python, you don't need to explicitly declare the type of a variable. The interpreter infers the type based on the assigned value. All right. The interpreter is smart enough to know that okay, if you want to store five is an integer. If you want to store 5.25, it will automatically detect it as a float. And if you want to store somebody's name, it will detect it as a string. All right. For example, I might do something like x equal to 5. So automatically, the Python interpreter will know that this is an integer. This is an int data type. Then if I want to have something like name equal to John, it will automatically detect this as a string. Okay. If I want to save pi, I can do something like pi equal to 3.142. It will automatically detect this as a float. And if I want to say is admitted and I say true, it will automatically detect this as a boolean. All right. So this is basically how to declare a variable in Python. All you have to do is just to assign a value to a variable name using the assignment operator. Yes, the assignment operator. Now this operator over here is different from the double equal to. Okay, the double equal to is a relational or a comparison operator, but this single equal to is an assignment operator. All right. So using the assignment operator, you assign a value to a variable name and you have declared the variable straight away. All right. So variable names can contain letters, numbers, and underscores. It can contain letters, numbers, and underscores. Okay, so you can have something like x5. All right, this is a valid variable name x5. You can have something like I left my terminal from the previous tutorial. Okay, so you can have something like name underscore. It works just fine. So Python is also case sensitive. So you cannot do something like print capital name then underscore. This is going to give you error. Okay, if I try to run this, you see, it's telling me name is not defined. This is a name error. We have so many type of errors in Python. We have the name error, the type error. Just follow the playlist and I will explain everything. So back to variables. You can see what I'm having over here. This is name with the small letter starting it, but I'm using capital letter here. Python is case sensitive, so this will not work unless you declare the variables just the way it is. You run it. You see, I'm having John over here. I'm having John over here. So that is it. Um, we also have what we refer to as the snake case, the Pascal case. I think there are three of them. The snake case is basically what I did over here. Is admitted. So when you have two words making up a variable name, you split it using the underscore. For example, name of institution equal to a string unilag. So you can see the way I partitioned everything using an underscore. This is what you refer to as a snake case. Okay. Then we have reserved keywords. So you cannot use reserved keywords as a variable name because they have been reserved for specific purposes. They cannot be used as identifiers. All right. They cannot be used as identifiers. For example, you cannot have something like for. For is a reserved keyword. You use it to create for loops in Python. You cannot declare a variable using for. You cannot declare a variable using while. You cannot declare a variable using if. You cannot declare a variable using else. Okay, so all the reserved keywords in Python, you cannot declare a variable using it. So you can also declare multiple variables on a line, in a single line. You can declare multiple variables in a single line. For example, you can do something like x, no. Okay, x, let me use a comma b comma c equal to maybe 4, 17, and 10. If I should come here to print a, print b, then print c. If I should come here to print the three of them, let me take this one out. So let me clear my terminal, then let me run this code. So you see that I'm having a is taking this first value over here, b is taking this second value over here, then c is taking this third value over here. So that is why I'm having print a is giving me 4, print b is giving me 17, and print c is giving me 10. Okay, so we also have data types, which I will be talking about in the next tutorial. So variables in Python can represent various data types, including integers, floats, strings, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, a whole lot of them. This first one is representing a float. Okay, so this is representing a boolean. All these data types will be explained in detail. So this is a string, then these are all integers. Int. So this one is a string and this one is an integer. All right, so by following this okay, I think the last thing we are supposed to talk about is the rules for naming variables. So variables, you have to start with a letter or an underscore. You must start your variables with a letter or an underscore. So you can declare a variable underscore pi and you are good to go. Okay, you can declare a variable as underscore pi and you are good to go. So if I want to print pi, like for example underscore pi, and let me take these two out. If I should run this, you see that I'm getting 3.142. So my code isn't throwing up. So your um your variable names, after starting with a letter or an underscore, can be followed by underscores, letters, or numbers. Okay, meaning that you can have numbers in your variable names, but numbers cannot start your variable names. You can have numbers in your variable names, that is fine, but your variable names cannot start with a number. For example, let me have 5x over here. You see that my code is shouting already. You can see the red whatsoever there. You can see my code is shouting already. So you cannot declare a variable name starting with a number. You cannot. Okay, and you cannot declare a variable name using a Python reserved keyword. Like I said initially, you cannot use the for, the when, and any other keyword. You cannot use break. You cannot use continue. You cannot use while. Okay, you cannot use class. So all the Python reserved keywords, you cannot use them as a variable name. So I think those are the rules that you have to follow. Other rules that you might want to follow includes use descriptive and meaningful names. For example, you can use name, you can use name. You can see this variable name over here, very descriptive. Okay, very descriptive. You can have student age, okay, equal to maybe 16. So a variable name that is descriptive, when you see the variable name, you know the type of data you are expecting it to store. Student underscore name equal to maybe Cecilia. I hope this is correct. So you can see this variable name is very descriptive, all right? And be consistent with your naming conventions. Be consistent with your naming conventions. One last thing that I want us to talk about is that in Python, there is no particular way you can declare a constant in Python. There is no particular way you can declare a constant. But in the Python community, it is a common practice that when you want to declare a kind of data that will be constant throughout the runtime of your program, then you write it in all caps. Okay, you write it in all caps. For example, this pi that I wrote over here, pi in Lagos is the same thing as pi in London, it's the same thing as pi in America, it's the same thing as pi in Switzerland, it's the same thing as pi in Saudi Arabia, and pi is just pi. Okay, so instead of writing it using the small letter, you can write it using this capital letter over here. Okay, it's already taking it as a constant. So you can come here and do something like pi, then you run it. You see I'm getting 3.142. So that is it. I can come here and say pi equal to um, 3.14. Okay, if I should run this, you can see that now it is giving me 3.14. Let me clear my terminal. So if I should run it again, it is now giving me 3.14, but initially it was 3.142. But because it's a variable, I can change it whenever I want. Then I'm having 3.14 here. I'm truncating these two. So the most recent value is what it's giving me over here. Like I said, there's no way in Python to explicitly declare a constant, but you can, it's a common practice in the Python community that when you want to declare a constant, you write it in all caps. All right, so that's the reason why I'm having this bias all caps, and even VS Code is detecting it as a constant, but in its real sense the Python interpreter does not recognize any constant. Okay, so only variables. So by following these rules and best practices, you can write clean, readable, and maintainable Python code. All right. Thank you very much. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got any questions, queries, or you need help in one way or the other? Please, you can use the comment section. And one of the ways you can grow is to be in a community of Python developers. So we have a Telegram group where we support developers. So you can just use the link in the comments below and you'll be added to the group. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.